5 Jamaicans have been included in the West Indies preliminary squad for the upcoming ICC Cricket World Cup, but there's no place for batsman Marlon Samuels. Renata Brown reports.
Hard hitters Chris Gayle and Andre Russell, two of the top 5 run scorers in the current Indian Premier League, will make the trip with the Caribbean side to England and Wales for the 50-over World Cup. They are joined by fellow Jamaicans Fabian Allen, Shane Thomas and Sheldon Cottrell, who only made a return to the Windies setup in the recent series against England as a replacement for the injured Kemar Roach. The squad, which will be led by Jason Holder, will also include Ashley Nurse, Carlos Brathwaite, Darren Bravo, Evan Lewis, Kemar Roach, Nicholas Puran, Shea Hope, Shannon Gabriel and Shimron Hetmar. But with no Marlon Samuels, Kieran Pollard or Sunil Narain, what's the possibility of them being named in the final squad come the middle of May?
This is a World Cup squad. There is no intent to change this through the tri-series in Ireland. I'm hoping that everybody stays fit, which is a different story if people were to get injured. But this squad that was selected was for the World Cup in England.
There are also concerns over the fitness of Russell, who sat out the England series with a knee injury. But interim coach Floyd Reefer says that was taken into consideration during the selection process.
He's scoring a lot of runs. We'll be using him as a batting all-rounder in the World Cup. He's showing that he has tremendous striking ability. Look at his stats in the IPL as well. He's been doing very, very well in the IPL. So we're going to use him as a batting all-rounder. Obviously, in terms of the games that we play, we got to manage him as well. We got to manage his injuries in between the games. We have 3 to 4 days rest between games, so we'll be managing that process as we go on from game to game.
Meanwhile, interim chairman of selectors Robert Haynes says he has been in contact with players outside the World Cup squad who will feature for the Caribbean side beyond the World Cup.
It's never easy when you have to call players to tell them that they're not in the squad, because with the new policy of the board, where you have a wider pool of players to select from, and calling these players, some who haven't played for West Indies for over 2 years, but they were all up for selection, and talking with them, they felt as if they were a part of the system, that people communicating with them, and they just want to see consistency in what we're doing.
The West Indies will open their World Cup campaign against Pakistan on May 31. Renata Brown for TVJ Sports.